So while we prepare the stage for Fireside Chat, let me remind you all that we have been collecting the forms from yesterday and today. So if you have not submitted them yet, please submit your forms with the team right now because we are getting ready for the lucky draw. And I'm sure you want it to be a lucky Friday. We are going to have 5 winners selected right in front of you all based on the forms you submit today and the forms from yesterday. And we will be giving out iPads, if I can give out the main thing that you can look forward to. But a huge round of applause for being an amazing audience, and we are ready for almost the end of the sessions. So for the fireside chat, please put your hands together as I invite on stage Mr. K. Vijayakumar, Unit Head, Tool Room, Brakes India Pvt Ltd. And joining him for the same is Ms. Rashmi Guru Raja Rao, co-founder and director, Manlio Designs. Huge round of applause. It's always good to see a lady on the panel, and yesterday also she did share her feedback. So we are looking forward to this fireside chat. Huge round of applause.
Yeah. Hello everyone, and I think it's my privilege, sir, to share the dais with you and to have this enlightening discussion. I'm sure everybody is aware of Brakes India and what are you into. But I think what would be really interesting from this audience perspective is to understand details of your tooling related activities. So can you please talk about that?
Yeah, see. As you know, Brakes India started in the year of 1962. That's more than 60 years. And the tool room we established in the year of 1967 with 200 people in 2-shift basis. We have all kinds of CNC machines, then special purpose machines like jig boring, jig grinding, 4-axis cutter grinding, optical profile grinding, all the special purpose machines and CNC turning, VTL, then other CNC milling machines, horizontal machining centers, all the facilities we have in our tool room. Presently, what we have done is, we have cut it in the sense from 200 people to now we have made it to 120 people. Complete automation we incorporated in that, and some of the things we subcontracted because we developed the subcontract past 23 years. This activity we started in the year of 2001,
okay.
And we developed around 23 subcontractors in and around our nearby Brakes India. And Brakes India, you have see, we have around 7 locations like Solinger, Polambakam, Jamshedpur, Jagadia, Pune, so many places we have. Then we have the foreign, in the sense abroad at Amman. Then we have marketing offices in Japan, Korea, then Germany. Presently, we are going to open at USA. So, because the year, some 4 years back, we were having collaboration, technical collaboration and financial collaboration with ZF. Those got disconnected in the sense due to some financial crunch, ZF wanted to move away from Indian, collaborator. And now, anyway, that also good for us. Now we are becoming multinationals. Our marketing, in the sense, our turnover in the year of 2021, when ZF got disconnected, 4,700 crores. Now we have crossed 7,000 crores recently, last year, financial, this thing. So,
fantastic.
So it is going well. And all the Maruti, Tata, M&M, all these people, they are our OEMs, and we get the confidence. And in the year of 1962, we were having three, OEMs, like Tata, Ashok Leyland, then Premier Padmini, a Fiat car. So, and even today also, we have been supplying to them. And Tata, we have around 60% market share for heavy vehicles. And
Round
then
of applause.
we have, for Ashok Leyland, again, we have around 70% market share. Then for all commercial vehicles like this, and light commercial vehicle like Maruti, Volkswagen, Ford, then Mahindra and Mahindra, Tata, these people we have around 35% market share.
Understand.
Yeah.
Sir, interesting on your, point where you said you have now started subcontracting, to other people. So, which brings me to, the question I think a lot of people in the audience would be interested. How do you qualify, when selecting tool makers specifically, how do you qualify them for a project?
Yeah, exactly. See, the vendor code is very important for the Brakes Indian suppliers. So what we do, whatever we need, according to that, so many people used to come to us. Nearby our party, we have more than 100 industries. And we select only 11 industries. We selected 11 industries. And 12 industries nearby, that is within 4.5 kilometers only. And these people, whatever we give the order, the next day we have trained them to give it next day itself. We don't give most of the people total tool. Okay. Suppose if a press tool has got 100 details, we give around one detail or two details to one person. Because in the year of 2000, we were making press tools, 8 press tools for a back plate. That's our component that comes in the drum brake assembly of a car. So for that particular component, we make around 8 tools. And the lead time was around 12 weeks time. Now presently we are making within 4 weeks time. See, this is all because of our subcontractors only. The quality is very, very important. A price we decide. Delivery also very, very important. And when we give it, we say it is 2 to 3 days time. If they have some financial problem also, we will help them. Like raw material procurements, and even because these are all needed for small scale industry to grow in their day-to-day life.
Absolutely, sir. So, which again, I just want to understand your subcontracting to Indian tool makers, yeah. But do you also have a component of, imports?
Yeah.
And if yes, then what percentage of tools are you importing?
Yeah, see, in our brake part, if you take it, we have around 167 parts. For suppose if you take Tata, any vehicle, 167 parts approximately. In that, around 80 parts, we have to get it from abroad. That was the stand in the year of 2019, something like that. Now, we have reduced 50%. In the sense, we still import 31% from abroad. This is only because to reduce the lead time. But after 1 year or 2 years, we start developing for those components also. That means if we take it after 1 year, for that particular component, maybe 10 to 12% we have to import. That is the situation. And that basically our management also interested to make it in India.
So, sir, in that sense, if more tool makers from India have to, work with Brakes India, yeah. Then what are the improvement areas and what improvements you're already seeing, over all these years? What are some of the areas where you've seen improvements and what are the areas where you still feel, there has to be some work done?
See, we are basically tier 1 supplier. And whatever OEM says, see, they used to give 6 months time before 4 years. Now the lead time is 4 months only. So within that, we have to develop the total brake system and give it to them. So we have some of the around 12 suppliers all over India. So we call them. Suppose a new product introduction is there. What is the criticality involved in that? And what kind of process they have to make it? What we are doing presently in Brakes India and the complications involved. And sometimes we give details on process in their particular tool manufacturing practices. See, if you take in Brakes India, we have all kinds of systems like start with quality systems to presently we have Polka we are implementing. That's an international system where the high mix and low quantity. Generally, tool room has got high mix, low quantity because we used to make press tools, jigs and fixes, special cutting tools, prototypes, rubber molds, and special flashless molds. All these things we do it in our tool room. So those things, it's a multi-mixed one. So in that, quantity is one quantity. So obviously these kind of systems to be implemented. See, we are corporate and we are implementing over here. Whereas for our subcontractors, it is not possible. So what we do, see, their turnover might be around 20 crore or 100 crores less than that. So what we do, we give all the inputs, how they have to load the job and what kind of process they have to do it and how to improve from their present situation. So all these inputs we used to give it to them along with the drawing.
Great. So, sir, if people in this session would definitely be interested to understand if they have to start working with Brakes India, then what is the process? How do they go about it? If you can shed some light on that, I think it will be very helpful.
Yeah. See, any process, we have 4 modules. Inside the tool room, we have 4 modules. That is technical. When the drawing is received, how many hours each and every process will take it and which machine to be loaded. All the inputs, we have the process planning that will be done by our technical module. So then with that, some of the other inputs, what are the special process are there and what kind of implications in certain CNC machining. So those inputs are incorporated in that information and will be given to manufacturing module. And manufacturing module will take loading of the jobs on that particular machines. And present system, actually, we have cell-based concept. Because we have multiple products inside our Brakes India tool room. So we have jigs and fixes alone, one particular cell, because their gauges are available. That's around 2 to 4 micron, some of the gauges. So those things to be manufactured. So for that, we have separate cell-based concept. Then we have press tools separately, cell-based concept. And cutting tool and prototypes, it's a cell-based concept.
So when you say cell-based concept, like, for example, yesterday, when the Motherson, Mr. Agarwal was talking, he was talking about a portal, where everything is there. Now, how do people reach out, to each of these individual cells that you have spoken about? Is there a central team that they can reach out to? I think that will make it easier for people to get initiated on this.
See, in our Brakes India, we have shift basis. 2 shift we work. For machining, continuation will be there. See, 2 shift means we will not allocate for the particular shift supervisor. In Polka system, what it says, it should have the continuous flow. See, previously, the particular tool maker takes the control on total tooling and he used to complete. So the delivery time will be more. So, but the skill, highly skill is needed. So to, to cut off that particular this thing, what we have done, those skill we incorporated in our machining.
Okay.
So in the sense, the very important thing is assembly of the inserts in progressive tool. In progressive tool, if you take it, you have around 10 stations or 12 stations or multi-stations you have got. So each insert, previously we used to do separately we do the assembly. In the sense, suppose if you have the 100 inserts, one and one, that particular insert goes to the cavity one only. But now what we have done, the complete something like a mass production, we make the punches and dies. Because in one progressive tool, we will have the 50 inserts, that is dies, and 50 punch inserts. So those things assembled with punch holder. And the alignment, we should get it within 15 micron for the length of 1.2 meters and width is 600 mm. So those things, how to make it? Because that's a real challenge for us. Even when we visited Korea and Taiwan, there the people, only one person only assembling. We want to break it because they make it around 12 weeks time. And presently in Brakes India, we make it within 10 weeks time, that particular tooling. And continuous process we have made it. And also the subcontractors, detail-wise we used to give it for roughing. Sometimes finishing also they do it. And if the toolings are more, in one time if we get more than 22, one particular tool we will give it to subcontractor where we have more confident. And just giving itself we will not stop. We will tell them these are all the process, and in that particular process, suppose if you have all double holes are there, they do, some of the people after heat treatment they complete it in jig grinding, or some of the people they do it by hard machining. But the finishing is very important. Even 10 times if you use the double on that particular hole, you should get, you should not having any rubbing mark, a scoring at the die or the punch holder. So for that we do a process called special lapping. So we have copper electrodes, and after completion of that jig grinding or CNC milling process, we do it with that particular electrodes and we measure it, and it should be according to the tolerance it should be there. Suppose 10 mm hole means 016 or 018 plus is needed in the hole. And the, the double should have the P6 fit. So according to that we decide and give the particular tolerance, and the process also we explain. For an example only I told this, there are so many other processes also we explain to our subcontractors to do it, and successfully they have come out. That is the real success story of our Brakes India. Otherwise, in Brakes India, see the customers, from 1962, whomever joined, never gone back. Everyone is staying with us, all OEMs, no one gone back, and they are staying with us because of, these are all the practices, not only in tool room, we have around 15 units inside our Brakes India, and the units, they do it, these kind of practices only. And master cylinders, we used to make some 10 years back around 60,000, something like that. Now we make it in millions. So those are the things, real thing because of the subcontractors only.
Understand, sir. I think, very valuable points you have brought out. And if I can just summarize, maybe the takeaways for the tool makers, one would be the delivery timelines. That is something that would be of high importance to you while selecting. Then the quality that they deliver and the amount of automation would ultimately lead to the faster delivery timelines. And of course, you're doing a lot of hand-holding, to your subcontractors. So that's a great news for all the, people who would be interested to work with you. So, we are almost, coming to the end of our time slot. So I do want to have a final question. Everybody is talking about EV. EV is going to be the next emerging trend in the automotive industry, right? So what are your the most important impact that it's going to have on two sets of people? One is the component manufacturers themselves and the tool makers. So what is your opinion on that, sir?
See, luckily, as far as brake is concerned, no much changes. So we escaped from this problem. But anyway, it should be lightweighted. Those things now we are trying, and mostly it's a real challenge. In a lightweight means we have to go for aluminum, those kind of things instead of cast iron. So those manufacturing in die casting dies, then or whatever the another compression dies, all these things, it's a real challenges because in forging, we have our forging unit at Solinger. So there, if you see it, it is around 1 kilometer length. Initially, it starts with Kupalo. Finally, it ends with the deburring of that particular component and will be loaded at the lorry, and it reach and immediately it will go off. So those kind of system we have as far as cast iron is concerned. Okay, fine. But whatever the customer says, that's our thing, and we are trying for that.
Sure. So any, you have like decades of experience, in tooling. So any final, words, what are your expectations from tool makers, if you can, address that?
See, the very important thing is lead time. And also the cost is playing a crucial role. The cost, we will definitely help the supplier. See, when they give, suppose a particular tool is costing around 8 lakh rupees, if they give 10 lakh or 12 lakhs, see, they give all the, we ask each detail, what are the process are there, what is the costing, all these things we'll ask them. We'll guide them, "No, don't take this machine, go this way." The lead time also will come down. Like that, we convince. We will not say it should be 8.25 lakhs only as per our calculation. Like that, we never pressurize the subcontractors. We will explain them. They get convinced. Most of the 95%, they will be convinced on our quoting. Only 5%, the differences will come, and we will sort it out by means of increasing some amount. And finally, we will give the, that particular order to them. Because, see, we also don't have the time. The customer will ask within 4 weeks' time the total tooling. So the pressures are, the pressure is very heavy. And that we cannot show to our supplier also. But we'll explain to them, this is the target date. Within that, they have to deliver. For that, what are the precautions they have to take it? What kind of process to be followed? All these things we'll be explaining to them. Then definitely there will not be any problem. The only thing is, see, for small scale industries, having 20 or 50 people, or sometimes 100 or 200 people. See, these, if under 200 means they go limited, something like that. If it is less than 100 means they work with proprietary concern. So for them, my thing is the loading, unloading time to be reduced in this CNC milling machine. CNC milling, please come to Brakes India. I invite you can have the appointment and you can visit. We will show the setting time is 0. You can come and see it, how we are doing it in our CNC milling machines. Those inputs, definitely when you come there, you will understand and you can definitely implement. So the whatever losses, please try to find it out. See, finance is very, very important, I understand. But the finance, see, from our side, believe it or not, to Brakes India, the supplier never asked the money. Automatically, it's a system, 30th day or whatever the agreed day, it will be given to their account. So, the suppliers, they love to supply. So, they started, if you see, in the year of 2001, around 11 people joined with us as subcontracting. Till date, they are continuing. So, and whenever we say that will be delivered. Even night 12 o'clock. Depends upon the customer urgencies. Sometimes the customer right away come to our office and sit in our ER&D section, and they will be asking some modification. Those things also we will do it. But there is a system we have, and because of that, people are happy. So those things we want to inculcate, in the sense you have to implement. Definitely you can implement. The only thing is process planning is very, very important. So many people, when they discuss with the, tier 1 people or OEMs, they do not calculate all these things. Please ask the time. Definitely they will give. See, if you say, no one will be like that. They are depending on you only. Please understand. So, but the thing is, there is a limit, and everywhere we have to equip ourselves. That is very important. Equipping in loss reduction is very, very important. Those things, definitely you can do it. The thing is, you have to understand your machine. You have to understand the people, how to train. See, keep retaining the people is a real problem as far as small scale industries are concerned. So there, my suggestion is, you have to create a home science, in the sense, something like house, you have to create an environment, because after all you have 50 to 100 people, those things you can definitely create. When someone, you do it within the time frame, get some Coca-Cola or whatever it may be, some drinks to the people, definitely they will be happy. Appreciation is very, very important than salary raise and designation changes. So the appreciation is needed. So the HR plays a major role as far as tool room is concerned, because retaining the experienced people is very, very important. In our Brakes India, we do it in tool makers level to the top level also. So because these are all very, very important, then only people will stay with you. A person, see, usually as an operator who joins, he gets only retirement. Yep. That kind of situation in Brakes India, only because not because of salary, the kind of treatment inside the organization. So I request all the small scale industries, not necessary to do it in a big way, but smaller way. Please, you think, give some time for human resources development. You have got finance problem, all the other problems I understand, but try to the technical thing, be clear. Process planning, be clear. Loss reduction, always think over it. Loading and unloading, please do it at the earliest. The machine operator should always think next. The thing is, the speed is getting increased. The second is learning is more. Finally, the third is accuracy level will increase. So my request is, please do it in your organization. Definitely, you will succeed in this. Best wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And absolutely, I mean, the last few minutes, everybody could see the passion in which, you're associated with tooling, and I think a lot of wisdom for everybody to work upon. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. That was our last fireside chat, but we do have sessions to follow. May I request you all to please come center stage. Even I do agree with Mr. Vijayakumar that tangible motivation in the form of Coca-Cola or chocolate or whatever works better. So a huge round of applause for sharing that. And on a lighter note, we will want to felicitate sir, and may I request Ms. Rashmi to do the honors while you put your hands together. Calls for a perfect photo op. I will also remind you all about the feedback form which we have been receiving, and we are getting closer to the lucky draw. This is going to be the last session of the day of ITS 2024. We will clear the chairs for the technical session and the table also.